Nerdrotic.com.
Oh my God.
We're
Oh my
here.
God. We still
On
don't have
time.
we still don't have a title for the stream. I'm thinking about going with Grace Randolph as a retard.
Can you get away with that?
I think if you just put like a 3.
A 3, yeah.
E, you know?
Yeah.
Could we put woke
the
tard?
AI is still gonna no, she's a retard.
Can we put
I mean, I could
retard?
put my channel is under attack, but that's just kind of basic. I mean,
It's
what
very
it is, and I can't say Hollywood hypocrisy because this is just the entertainment industry in general. You know, going over the UK. Sorry, I'm late. I just was on Piers Morgan arguing with 3 black people.
Oh, how did that go?
Oh,
Whoa, how did that go?
2 of them were fine. There's some doctor that he had on there that's just a complete fucking idiot, like a complete moron. And what's been going on? I mean, we're not even I tried, but we're not even touching on the big picture of the power of words, right? And the fact that we give them power, they are actually meaningless. They are just words. They're just like little vibrations that come out of our pie holes, and they require intent as well. But with the case of John Davidson, he has. I watched the movie this morning, dude, and it's good, and it made me so. I am so angry now. I am so fucking angry.
Where is it?
I have my ways, and I will share that way with you, Chris.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I highly. I mean, it's a biopic, and it's rough, and I hate that we're bringing up his name. You know, but it's out there because he's going through so much shit, and I don't think he wants it from any side, to be honest with you. So I'm going to come out there. So I'll apologize to John Davidson that he's pulled into this muck, and I have to bring up his name. So I am truly sorry. But the fact of the matter is, Tourette's, which is amazing because the 3 people I was talking to all had gone to school, Chris, which I couldn't get in. I tried to get this in. They all went to school,
university,
right? And they're throwing out gobbledygook words like, I forgot what she made up some word about white privilege. It's called Caucasian fucking-ility or whatever. I can't remember what it was, but it's like intersectionalism. It's a made up commie gobbledygook academic word. But none of them knew what Tourette's is. Like, I'm a retard. I've been kicked out of 3 high schools. My university was Folsom Prison, and I know what Tourette's is. How do they not know what Tourette's is?
Were they American or British?
No, there was 2 Americans, and one was like, man, every time she could bring up Zionism, she did. Which had nothing to do with what we were talking about. Then there was a guy, I think, from PragerU, and then there was Dr. Idiot. And then they brought in a real doctor to explain Tourette's, right? And that guy was great. And he freaking just laid the hammer on that chick, which was great. So I hope, Piers looked mad. Like this, Piers doesn't get bothered about any of this shit ever. Like he doesn't. Like this is like he's Jerry Springer. He's just there for the fucking arguments and stuff. And he did look kind of genuinely mad about this, and that nobody was getting it. Like nobody was getting like this was your chance, entertainment industry, to show that you are the true champions of empathy and acceptance. And as I posted on X today, you fucking failed miserably in every fucking aspect. And this is why you just proved most everybody who believes you're full of shit, completely right. You're full of shit. You're just full of shit all the time. You use these people to virtue signal. You don't give a fuck about their causes. And you know what? It's not our problem if people don't wake up to that. We've tried to point it out forever, and you could point out that I'm a racist all day long. I don't give a shit what people like Grace Randolph think. But if you listen to our videos, the whole point is they're pandering to you to get your money, and also so you protect largely the woke white people who are unintentionally or intentionally leading in the stereotypes all the fucking time. All the time. Well, and when we point them out, we get in trouble, like with Blue Beetle. You know, it's fucking insane.
Well,
Go
as
on, Chris.
someone who scored higher than 960 on the SAT, let
We
me
talked
let me
about
just say, I don't want a guy running for president that's dumber than me, which was proven. That little Gavin Newsom dig. Whenever I can, I love trolling him. But I think the villain in this, because many things can be true at once,
Sure.
right? He deserved to be there, and everyone like Alan. I don't know if you saw Versus on Monday, went off on how great the movie is. And I've known about Tourette's for years. It was the show's producers who almost were hoping this would happen. They set them up. I think they set them up.
I agree because
It's
I didn't
just
watch
the
the event, but I found out through the interview that most of the stuff he said, and I know they said all, but I know there was other ticks that made it out on the air. But
Yes.
most were edited out,
And they had
including Free Palestine, which the
a
Zionist lady or anti-Zionist lady wanted to point out every time. But I mean, it doesn't make it any less of a good point that they cut that out, but they left that in. That's fucking weird.
And they could have even had pre-scripted things for people to say in response. Or if there was anyone that was there quick-witted, like a Ricky Gervais, could have commented in a way to diffuse the situation. But I feel like, look, having also, by the way, I produce an award show and am well aware when there are issues or potential conflicts, and you have to work those things out. They're putting on a show. It's a show. And they put people in a really awkward position. And what's sad is, well, actually, maybe what's a good part is people will know about this movie, which I'm dying to see now, because Alan, it's not really released officially in the US
till April, right?
Yeah, it's coming out. But I love that you were talking on Real BBC about using clips from it in reviews of Rings of Power.
Rings of Power, yeah.
That's gonna be great.
Robert Armeo did kill it in this movie. Like, he deserved the award. I think so. He was really, really good. But no, you're putting on a show. It's kind of like when a guy whips his dick out in the middle of a stream. You just got to kind of move past it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And read the super chats like I did for like an hour.
Yeah.
You got to move past these things and keep the show going. Right. But
the show's producers screwed up.
Yes.
And then everyone else's ignorance about it is the sort of next layer. Everyone's a Tourette's expert.
Oh, I know, I mean? Right? Everybody, like, and now everybody's like, even I think the doctor lady like apologized for just throwing John Davison under the bus, and then she goes back and calls him a racist again, saying, well, just saying the word is racist without the intent there. It's still racist. And it's like, no, it actually isn't. It's just a word. You chose to be offended. Being offended is a choice. It is a choice.
There's a great quote about, if words, is this Warren Buffett? If words control you, that means everyone else can control you
easily.
Breathe and allow things to pass. It's like, it's the words controlling you. If you allow those words to control your actions and emotions, you gotta just let it pass. There's other great quotes in Dune about that.
Mm-hmm.
Fear is the mind killer. Like, it's just like, this was a moment, like, yes, what happened? Okay, I get it. And you gotta not let those words affect you.
No, and it probably, like, for Michael B. Jordan, and I blank on his name right. He's a freaking legendary actor.
Delroy Lindo.
Yeah. It couldn't have been fun for them. They probably, even if they were warned, they don't know for a fact that he's the one who's saying it. They're just hearing that word in the middle of a show. So, like, a nightmarish situation for them on live TV. That should have been probably cut out. And if we don't get the audio of this and we just hear about it, like, would the reaction be different? Probably.
Well, their
Probably.
looks on their faces, they're
Delroy's
clearly shocked.
face. Oh my God.
But they were not briefed. They weren't they
See, that's
that's
okay.
the show.
The
screwed
show
up
should have
by not
briefed.
telling them.
Yes, they should have been briefed beforehand. I understand why you wouldn't want to make some public announcement because that would make Davidson feel bad, right?
Right.
And then we're getting all the talk of, well, they shouldn't be allowed at the show. We should segregate them out. And it's like
You should
the
be
whole
there, but-
point of the fucking movie is acceptance, and they're just words. Don't get upset about them.
Yeah.
When you hear them, whatever. I would just feel bad. I would laugh. See, I would just laugh. I would try not to make him feel bad, but like I'm also a human being. When I hear something like that shouted out at an award show, considering the context, and he had bad words to say about a lot of groups there.
Different groups. Yep.
Yep.
I'd love to just have a receiving line where everyone gets to walk by him and hear I'd like to hear what word I would get.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like a roast, but
Like a
instead of
roast.
one person, it's everyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
One person walk in line and you get your insight. I would love that. I think it'd be hilarious.
Well, I think, as I pointed out, like I'd love for a day where we could just get past all this stupid shit, like that original series episode where President Lincoln says, like negress to Uhura, and he's like, "Oh, I'm out of cause defense there," and she's like, "No, whatever, we're over that stuff."
Yeah, that scene in Star Trek is because that was what you would call people at the time, right?
Yep.
It was from Lincoln's era. It was completely appropriate. So there's a weird presentism where we judge everything in the past by present day standards. I don't know, like Grace Randolph.
If that happened in Starfleet Academy, Chris, there would have been trauma counseling, a whole episode of trauma counseling.
I forget what episode it is. They all blur, but one where the one girl was like, she's got trauma, take her to sick bay. Like this show is so pandering to because the thing is, even the sort of wokeness that they pander to, not everybody of that generation thinks that way. I mean, our State of the Union certainly shows. I don't know if you watched it, Gary.
I didn't watch a second of it.
I watched the whole thing.
I watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, I saw your post about that. That was great. I can't wait to binge it in like 3 hours. Boom.
It is. I'm gonna do it again today because I'm working on a video. But yeah, it is fantastic binged. Utterly fantastic.
I'd almost like to see a version of it, maybe a fan cut with no credits, like a 3-hour movie.
Those kind of hit though, because some of the particularly with the Game of Thrones theme, so many people like put that clip and they cut out the credits part. It's like, no, you got to leave that in because you get Dunk's theme mixed in with the Game of Thrones theme, and it's really good. By the way, want that soundtrack? I think it's important. But yeah, watch it back to back.
Yeah,
watch it
back to back. Yeah.
So here's the clip.
Are we gonna watch the clip?
Is it edited?
Do you want this censored or uncensored? I have both.
Let's do the censored.
Okay.
And then the uncensored to compare.
And that.
All right. Was this the censored?
Oh my
the censored
God.
one.
Well, maybe, by the way, I have seen some interesting conversations about that word and the power it has, and like how, like, because I've been watching all the arguments. I think many things can be true at once, right? That's my take. And that the producers failed everyone.
We can all agree that the BAFTAs fuck this up completely. Completely.
Yes, but the thing is, the fact that lots of Black people in music and in culture are allowed to use that word, that is an argument for like, well, this is, how the turns have tabled is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I think the community using that word was taking it back, which is fine.
Yeah.
But you would certainly hope it would have been diffused by now. But Chris, making it basically banned word on a lot of social medias has made it taboo, which makes people want to use it. A little 12-year-old wants to be edgy. He's going to drop an N-bomb. That's what it is. It's been going on forever. And a bunch of, white kids listen to hip hop where they're dropping that word and they're singing along. And it's, it's kind of like Office Space.
Yeah. I love that scene in Office Space.
And that's
You
one
gotta
thing.
use that clip.
That's one thing I never understood, especially when because I love karaoke. Not that I rap, but if it's in a song, the context is singing the song. So it makes no sense why that is a taboo word. But
well, and then the whole conversation, they didn't really direct it at me, which was nice. They directed mostly at peers, but they're like, you have no right as a white man to even comment on this. And it's like, yeah, I do. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I can comment whatever the fuck I want. So, let's hear it.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making.
We're here to celebrate.
Yeah,
He just goes
pro.
his face
Pro.
is just
His face is-
so.
but then he goes right into it. Okay. That's fine. I mean, listen, I haven't heard a thing from these guys, and I don't think we need to. I think people compelling them to say something, let's not be like everybody else.
Good.
I don't think so. And maybe they do. And maybe it's stupid, but I haven't heard anything. And they don't have to say shit. They were just up there giving an award. They can go about their lives. The fact that so many people feel the need to comment on this, and the only reason I'm involved in this is fucking Grace, woke white women, coming in and always being the champion of the marginalized peoples that aren't gooder at reading and can't use computers and don't know how to get an ID, Chris. Thank God for the woke white women of the world. I should have uploaded this video. I'm going to do it now. I have a great video on Jay Longbone.
Please use the Gavin Newsom thing. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm trying to impress upon you. Speaking so slow so the black interviewer can comprehend what he's saying. All these montage of clips of Newsom talking about eating mac and cheese and Wonder Bread.
Dude,
he's got this.
We'll get into him. We'll get into him in a second.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm still uploading this video. I don't know how long it's taking. Jay Longbone made a video a long time ago that she shared with me, which is fucking great. We'll see. Okay. Just pull up the
Who's
tweet.
on FNT this week? It's going to be epic.
Platoon.
Little Platoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna break down racial identity with Little Platoon.
Cool.
Here it is, real quick, from Jay Longbone. Go subscribe to Jay Longbone. She is doing some great work with Starfleet Academy, but she has a message for women.
White women, wah, 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 wah. Dear God, please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up.
That's
my God.
Did you post that on social media?
Good
I did. I responded to Grace with that last night without a comment. So, but hail Jay Longbone. We love
That's hilarious.
So Grace has been digging a hole deeper and deeper. She had a member stream last night, and she always has member streams. So I want to be like Ryan and show Grace more grace than she's shown me. She decided to share my video about her without watching it, which is hilarious. So thanks, Grace. Sharing a video where I call you a retard repeatedly. And this is why John Davidson's uncontrollable but unfortunate action and intentional lack of apology for using that word on a global stage is an issue. Now you've got toxic channels like this one using it to promote their own hate and biases. I don't know what it's like over in the UK, but this is a serious issue in the United States. So Grace is accusing me of spreading toxicity. All right. And I'm going to use the word unironically, probably for the last time. Grace is spreading her retarded toxicity by continuing to say this guy's a racist. She's calling him a fucking racist and that he needs to apologize. Grace, you fucking buffoon. For one, you're a movie reviewer. Why don't you review the movie before you fucking talk about it? Why don't you do the research before you fucking talk about it? And how do you not know what Tourette's is? Oh, I've gotten some emails on Grace, which are hilarious, dude. I wish I could share them.
Emails like what? Wait.
One guy emailed me, he's like, but back in the day, I slept with Grace.
Oh,
Whoa.
Well, not my proudest moment. but to be fair, she was hotter when she was younger.
oh my God.
And then he said, so was I.
Oh my God.
Oh, good. So no, what? So Grace has been digging this hole, right? So she shares my video where I'm essentially, the whole point of the video, well, it was on a live stream, so it's a clip, but the whole point is it's a virtue signal gone wrong. This is what happens when you play the game of identity politics. Piers talks about it on Piers. Once you get done separating everybody and getting them fighting, they have to, and once they no longer have the boogeyman to fight themselves, they start eating their own. And that's what you see happening because none of them actually believe this. It isn't about inclusivity. It's about separating us. That's what it's always been about, is separating us. Right. And one of the biggest problems with woke people is they have no fucking sense of humor. They have fucking sticks up their ass. And you would hope that someday that people just pull the stick out of their ass, but they don't. They don't. They take themselves so seriously. And, we don't. I don't pretend to be an angel. I'm not going to morally grandize on too much stuff. But with this, it's pretty obvious, especially when you watch the movie, right? And I thought I was going to watch like a few minutes of it, Chris. I'm like, yeah, it's a biopic, whatever. I was locked in. I was completely locked in. And it's brutal what John Davidson went through, right? It didn't like start happening until he was like it didn't happen when he was a baby. It started happening when he was, I think, 9 or something like that. So it started happening at a private school and they had no understanding what it was, right? His father left the family because of it. His mom was closed off and kind of cold about it and just wanted him to be on medication. And it took a friend's mom who was dying of cancer who was a nurse as well. His mom was a nurse, but not, for anything psychological. Right. And she recognized it and she took him in. She's like, if I'm going to do anything for my last 6 months in life, I'm going to try to help this kid. Right. And the family was really understanding. And like, dude, his tics were not just like, he would say to her, she's dying of cancer. He's all, you're going to fucking die of cancer, to her face. But he also hits people.
Oh,
He also he smacked a dog. He smacked the poor woman in the face, and like they stayed patient and cool because of it, because they're actually caring people. And he goes through this brutal life. He gets beaten. He like constantly beat up, beaten. He licks fucking lamp posts. And then we have people out there, oh, just stop doing what you're doing. Just stop doing what you're doing. There's a court scene where, he talks some shit to a cop and the judge is like, is he faking it? And the guy, who ran the facility, who took him in, said, why would anybody fake this and have the worst life possible? What are you fucking talking about? So eventually, the cop that he had trouble with brought him in to teach other cops about Tourette's, right? So he now runs a facility where kids with Tourette's, all forms of it, it's a big spectrum, can come and feel normal for a little while. So it's like a really heartfelt, good story where this guy overcomes like the worst life possible, right? And now he has to deal with this shit right? That's the worst thing when you have fucking idiots like Grace who accuse us of spreading toxicity, where her first tweet about this guy was calling him a fucking racist. Fuck you, Grace. Fucking moron. And listen, this is the great thing about free speech, and this applies to me too. We can all sound as retarded as we want, and that's why we should continue to let people. I wouldn't want Grace deplatformed ever, and I don't. Whatever. Like, I don't recommend going after her. Grace does the damage to herself, and maybe this undoes her. Maybe it doesn't. Or maybe she learns. It's the kind of shit they would say does. Maybe they learn a valuable lesson about this, Chris. But no, she doesn't. She keeps going back on it. And there's a clip.
The one from Steph,
where she makes it about Grace.
There's 2 clips she posted.
The good thing is this is the first time she's ever said anything stupid. Really, that I'm aware. No, this happens with her a lot. I mean, I think I even sent you a clip where she got a black actress mixed up.
Oh yeah.
And thought it was Sinners because she was black and it was a different movie. Her chat corrected her. And I mean, I showed it to Alan. I'm like, what do you think of this? Like, she just got the actors. She assumed because the actor was black and this actress was in One Battle After Another. And she made a whole comment. Her chat corrected her. It's like, no, that's a different movie. It's
awkward.
Yeah, it was really awkward. Anyways, we should watch this.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that Mr. Davidson would feel just horrible that he made anyone feel bad. I don't understand why he doesn't. Although I think he's had a really hard life. And I think that's something else that maybe people should think about, and maybe Mr. Davidson should think about and look inward on and wonder if maybe the hard life that he's had has maybe understandably closed him off to the pain and suffering of others. No one's pain and suffering trumps someone else's pain and suffering.
Okay, probably was the other.
Wait, leave it there.
That was a good pause.
That was a great pause.
Oh,
Damn.
God. I'm seeing it now.
Just leave it. That's on the thumbnail.
There we go.
All right. I'm screenshotting it. You're going to send that to Perry.
Dude, she pissed off Perry. She made Perry, like, Perry's thrown out 3 dailies in a row. So yeah, don't piss off Perry. You're on your own.
There'll be another one after today.
I feel like there would be bad actors. I just feel it's an extremely bad situation. And I worry as a woman, not only in solidarity with other groups, but for women as well, that what kind of language does this let in? I was tweeting about it earlier today and people said some of the most disgusting stuff about me. I mean, they were just looking at it an excuse to say something bad about me. And this, unfortunately, Mr. Davidson needs to realize that he created the opportunity for that.
Fuck you.
He created the opportunity.
Bitch. Go fuck yourself. John Davidson with his Tourette's and stuff, however that works, it made a hard day for me. Grace, I'm going to show you a little Grace. It's not John Davidson. John Davidson is not the reason people are calling you retarded. People are calling you retarded because you're fucking retarded. So maybe you need to come to terms with that. Disparu fucking roasted the shit out of her.
Yes.
When he said, "Oh, you've never felt the need to apologize for your disability." Maybe she should do better, Grace. Do better, Grace.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the entertainment industry and people who cover pop culture, Chris, there's more Graces.
I will say, and I think I pointed out to you, Rachel Leishman went after not only Grace, went after Grace's followers. She was going after people. Why do you still follow Grace? Like,
wait a minute.
I'm trying to find it.
Are me and Rachel Leishman on the same side of an argument?
I know.
The end is nigh.
I mean, I don't block a lot of people, but after she tried to cancel me over saying make Marvel male again, and she wrote an article and like tried to pretend she didn't know like who I am or whatever. Like that should be part of the story. Like I can't stand this woman, Rachel Leishman.
Yeah.
Really bad takes. I can't find
What do we got here?
it was.
Extra gear. While you look for
Oh, it's just our tirade of tweets from her if you wanted to go through them.
Sure. Okay. She's getting community notes for the win, by the way. About John Davidson regarding Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. I have been thinking about it and listening to your responses. And while Mr. Davidson shouldn't be bullied, a lot of you are acting as if not only can't control his offensive tics, but it's as if he has no idea when he has them. He does. He should therefore be as considerate of others as you're asking others to be of him. Tourette's is a medical condition characterized by uncontrollable tics.
Coprolalia.
What is it?
I think it's copro or coprolalia.
Coprolalia. Oof. Observed in approximately 10 to 30% of individuals with Tourette's, refers to tics that produce socially unacceptable words. Tics are involuntary and do not reflect an individual's beliefs. Period.
I mean, there's so much the producers of the show could have done. They could have had warnings. They could have, again, responded with humor. They could have even, there's any number of things they could have done that would have highlighted the movie and this affliction. But they didn't. And they created the situation that made it awkward for Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan, who I think showed a lot of class. I mean, their reaction, I think, is a genuine reaction. And they beyond that, they moving on. You got to be a pro and do the job. So, but I put up the Rachel Leishman thing too. I found it. Too many of you are still following Grace Randolph and platforming her. Was told people listen to Grace Randolph simply because she's a pretty face. I have better opinions and a pretty face, so check me out instead.
Okay.
That was from 2021. Look what she looks like now.
Oh we are not on the same argument. Final argument with that one.
So that was 5 years ago. Let's go now and see what Rachel Leishman looks like. She's I mean, it's, you know what? You can
I wouldn't be going out saying I'm prettier than Grace Randolph when I look like that.
Yeah, but the fact that she would just go after Grace, again, she's trying to bring attention to
I think it's just professional jealousy on that one and has no intent with
by the way,
girl.
Both Grace Randolph and Rachel are members of the CCA, the organization that I'm a member of, which I think is kind of weird. It's just weird to me.
It is weird. Considering, I guess you don't have to have taste to be in the CCA, overall.
Yeah. I'm like, look, I've been in forever, like 20 years, from my writing film threat days. And I've been in the organization.
Chris, you've paid your dues. Okay. You are a film critic. You watch every damn film. I don't know how many people watch more movies than you do. I can't think of one.
I think Alan is the one. He watches.
Maybe Alan
does. I mean, he saw I Swear.
But he's Asian, so we don't count him.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to see I Swear now. It's what is it, theatrical in April? So that's cool. We'll cover that.
Alan had a tweet that's people are responding poorly to, not getting the joke.
Yeah.
That
happens to him. Yeah.
We love it.
I love it. But yeah, it's just weird to see. Again, she makes it all about her. She's very typical of this type of person.
Oh, she is woke white woman. So did you show the poll where she's like, should we basically it says, should somebody with Tourette's be segregated? Which is a conversation.
Poll?
She did a poll.
Oh
Like,
my
should he
God.
be left out of the building? And it gets brought up on peers too. And other people were talking about segregating him out. Ryan has go to Ryan's tweet about this.
No, Ryan was the best.
Chef's kiss on this one. But yeah, they're talking about segregation, which is odd. Listen, I am for segregation when it comes to segregating out one element of society, 100%. And it would be woke white women. I think we find a woke white woman place like Sedona, Arizona, and we lead them all in with a Pied Piper, probably Michael B. Jordan. And we put a wall around Sedona, Arizona. Sorry, Razor Fist. White women, crystal hippies love Sedona, Arizona. And we just surround it with a wall and they won't last a week.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
I found Ryan's tweet.
I think he quote tweeted her.
People in Arizona are like, fuck you. I love Sedona. It's beautiful, but white women love that place.
Did she delete her tweet?
It sometimes doesn't come up. Let's see.
I think
No.
okay.
So this is the original tweet.
Calling black men the N-word is racism. If John has coprolalia, he can't control the slurs he says. He should watch them from a separate area, not in the main audience where black people are exposed to his slurs. So you want to segregate a group of people from the rest of society because of their poor impulse control? Interesting.
I like that. They're not allowed to segregate.
Yes, segregation of a person because of their disability would amount to a direct discrimination and therefore unlawful under Equality Act 2010. Yep. Oh boy.
Dr. Allison Wiltz, I guarantee, probably has
another fucking doctor. God damn it. Like, they're just passing these things out.
Is she a real doctor?
No. It's a fake doctor, probably in, who knows, DEI.
Let's see.
Like, look at her bio. I want to know what kind of doctor she is.
I don't know how much makes it into peers, but I'm like, how in the fuck did you become a doctor?
That term doctor, Dr. Jill Biden, was an excellent doctor, according to Whoopi Goldberg. That term doctor means nothing now.
So
they're handing them out like,
yeah, it's absolutely meaningless,
worthless,
right?
Worthless.
But yeah, I didn't check. You know what? I don't use Chrome anymore, and I went back to Chrome to go check and see if Grace's live stream was ratioed, and those motherfuckers turned off my dislike extension and removed it.
And removed it.
And removed it. So I went to Chrome and I just put up a new one, but they removed it. They took it out. They're not supposed to do that. They're not supposed to do that.
I'm curious.
I just put it back. But like, yeah, she's dug herself a big hole and she's going to blame everybody but herself for sounding like a moron. And the wheels on the bus go round and round. But the whole thing again is this is such I think it's bad that it happened, but I think it will open a few more eyes to the disingenuine bullshit that the entertainment industry constantly pushes with their using terms like empathy and acceptance, which they are not about. They've never been about. They never will be about. And that's why they're hurting right now. That's why half the audience is gone. That's why theaters are going to start closing. That's why streamers have capped out. That's why production has left Los Angeles, because there's no work. And then they did all this before AI was coming in, right, to wipe them out completely. And if you wanted to have any champions, like for the artist, it would probably help to have the most people possible, Chris. But you've alienated so many people. They're like, I hope AI takes your job. Fuck you. You know, like, and this is entertainment. And they have gone out of their way to make the audience their enemy, who is now their competition. And the audience is going to use AI and they'll just entertain themselves and they don't need you. Never did, really.
Yeah.
So what
I-
do we got here?
Oh, it's the ratio. If you did want to
ooh,
see
let's
it.
see.
She might not be ratioed. I have no idea. Oh, she's ratioed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
I figured as much.
Intense.
Yeah. Oh, but where's the comments?
I mean, you
Hit
remember
more.
the James
more.
Gunn.
More.
James
More.
Gunn commented on Grace Randolph, just
Where'd
saying
they go?
dumb things.
Maybe because I'm in theater mode.
Yeah. What was that, Chris? Sorry.
No, James Gunn has a famous exchange with Grace Randolph about her infamous bad takes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, James Gunn. Just, I think he's tired. You know, she reports a lot of things that aren't true.
Well, she does.
So
they were far down. 762.
Yeah. Yeah. This person's an absolute moron. You know.
Yeah.
Imagine slandering somebody for a medical condition and thinking you're taking the moral high ground. Yeah.
right.
And
This poor
He's
guy.
a poor guy. I know.
This poor guy. What else you want to talk? What do you got, Chris? What else do you want to talk about? Have you seen anything fun?
I saw Gavin Newsom make himself look like a complete and utter moron. I thought that was great.
Well, according to Polymarket, it was shown to me on Piers today. He is going to be our next president based on what people are betting on. Take that for what it will. But
not sure about that. I think that because I don't know if you've seen the other stat, not a single Dem candidate has 25% support. Like they're all in the teens.
yeah, I think they were putting I don't know how Polymarket works and I don't care. I just said on Piers I think half the country, just because they irrationally hate what they perceive as the other side and they wake up every morning thinking they're right about everything, will fucking vote for him despite all the shitty policy that we can dude, thousands and thousands of pages if a book was written. Tales will be told, songs will be sung about the billion-dollar train that goes to nowhere, the homeless industrial complex, the COVID policy where he destroyed hundreds of thousands of businesses, California losing 2 seats in Congress because so many people left, major corporations have left. It's, and when he was doing well, he was riding high on Trump's first term economy, which was pretty fucking good at the time. And then we can talk about all the other policies, like the homeless industrial complex is something that he began. He started in San Francisco. So, it's, and then look at the state of all of California cities right now. Look at the state of San Diego, Chris. San Diego, the jewel that was San Diego.
Oh, that was such a great city. And San Francisco was great.
Yes,
going
it
to
was.
WonderCon in 2010 or whatever. It was so great. I've never seen such a noticeable steep decline of a state in these last decades since he's been mayor and then governor. I mean, it's awful. This is Alan just posted this. This is great. Excuse me, stewardess, I speak jive. He had another great one in response to Gavin Newsom. I'll try to find here where Newsom was talking about what Trump has cost us. And then he responded with, damn it, I can't find it. I should have had it lined up. But he responded to Newsom about the money that each Californian is responsible for that train. It's awful. So
the price, he didn't even start that. That came in when Moonbeam Brown was in his second or third term, whatever the fuck it was.
But he can't, if he
But
runs,
he championed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
If
he
he
came
runs on his record, he can't, you can't, it's so easy to destroy him. I don't understand. I mean, there are people that because I'm the reply guy to Gavin. I
Good.
reply and I troll I say, name one thing you've done to improve the lives of California citizens. And, I can't name a thing. And I would give him credit. I would say he's even done things, for example, the no tax on tips. Gavin reversed that.
Yeah.
For California.
Yeah.
Like, and I have friends who work in the service industry. Do you realize that you could have had all your tips not taxable, but your buddy that you voted for, Gavin, reversed that?
Yep.
It's mind-boggling that people they're just so blinded. But I am hopeful, Gary, because the two top candidates for governor in California are both Republicans. And Spencer Pratt's campaign, you see how Karen Bass is treated in her comments. There were people heckling her at a parade in Chinatown.
Good.
Karen Bass. I'm loving it. I think California could go red. I think there's hope.
When's Karen Bass's reelection? Is it this year, right?
I think it's June. I don't know. Whenever it is. It's coming up.
We're also coming up on Texas 23. Vote for Brandon Herrera.
Well, I'm concerned about Texas. I read a lot of things, Gary.
Oh, we have. This is why I preach vote local, because they are absolutely gunning for Texas and Florida. 100%.
Yeah. Well, I sent you a video that I also sent to Az. I said you should play this on Real BBC. I don't know if you saw that video.
I didn't. Which one?
Az said I would get arrested if I showed the video.
Oh, then we probably shouldn't, because the last video you showed on FNT, we got age restricted.
What video was that?
The black girls fighting.
Oh, damn it. I was trying to be funny. Well, I sent you a video. Look at the last thing I DM'd you. It's a cartoon. It's a parody of a Disney cartoon. It's about the UK. And someone asked the person who made it, please make a version for Canada. Like, you need to watch that video, Gary. You make I can't, I played it for X-Ray Girl before you showed up. It's,
it's 5 minutes long, Chris.
But it's so good.
I'll have to watch it before I put it on the screen.
Watch it. It's well worth it. Very relevant to what's going on in Texas right now.
Oh yeah. Chris is a troublemaker.
I have serious concerns about Texas.
Oh, what's this?
Although I know you didn't watch the State of the Union. One of the best moments was JD Vance is now going to be the look into fraud and abuse. And Trump was talking about fraud and Somalians and Minnesota, and they cut right to a shot of Ilhan Omar. It was great. And the look on her face was like she smelled a fart. It was glorious.
Yeah, everybody watched it except for me. I watched The Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Well, you were on the D-Day Cronkite.
Yeah, but I was out before it started, because I was going to watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Well, Trump trolled for a couple hours. It was funny. A lot of it was funny. And then there were great moments with the hockey team. They won the gold. I watched that game. It was awesome. On Sunday, it was great.
Awesome. So happy for him. Sorry, I've been just mucked up in entertainment. It's what I do.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you, because so much stuff is bad. Starfleet Academy, it doesn't make me happy to see it. Like, it's so bad. The people defending it, I don't make a video really on why it's great. What?
Yeah. I challenge them. All the time. Give me your 10-minute to 1 hour video breaking down the greatness of Starfleet Academy. I'd love to see it.
why is it so good? It isn't, and it's everything wrong. This is why Night of the Seven Kingdoms kind of stands out, is because it stands in contrast to everything now that's crap, and the fact that it's just, you know what, it's so basic. Like, yes, heroism, virtues, things that matter. The whole thing. I love how you're making parts of it into memes, like Get Up, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
great.
that's everything a show wants. The positive memes, right? And the Get Up with the monster drink now with Sir Arlen is everywhere, and stop raping Sir. You know, like there's good memes in it for one, and it's because there is this collective cultural experience that we don't have anymore. Helps that it came out at the same time almost every day except for the Super Bowl, and it grew in popularity as it went along, and now it kind of hit the stratosphere because it was good, and they took their time with it, despite almost everybody complaining about the shortness of the episodes. But now you can binge it, and it will be now have a whole new group of people watching it and still talking about it. And it's as universally loved as a thing can get, especially with fantasy, which isn't gonna remember what Game of Thrones wasn't this massive hit in its first season. It was popular, but it wasn't this massive hit. It took a couple of seasons to get going because a lot of people were like, fuck fantasy, I don't want to get into fantasy. And everybody's like, no, it's different, it's political. Now this one was different because it kind of goes back to the roots of being a hero and chivalry, and it really helps that it was perfectly casted, perfectly acted. The music is great except for that jazz song, and it was a joy to watch. It was really fun. I'm sorry it's over and we're back to just Starfleet Academy. The next episode, the kids get, I guess, trauma counseling from Tilly from Star Trek Discovery.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh,
In the way that Jackie Chan made like Drunken Master kind of a thing, they got to do a Sir Arlen series. Him being drunk. I just love. Oh my god, we get little tastes of him, right? I'd almost like to see a series focused on him and Dunk's early adventures. You think that would be good?
That would be good.
I would love that.
I don't know. He's a presence. He is a presence throughout the show. I don't know.
No, it's the wise master was a complete fucking drunk, but still a good,
Good human.
a good guy deep down.
yeah.
It was
And he raised a good guy. So you have, in a sense, in both Landman and A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, they show very flawed father figures, but it isn't shitting on them. It is is showing an understanding that we don't necessarily see from towards fathers in Hollywood ever, which is, they're human beings who make mistakes, but it doesn't mean they don't love their kids and they want best for their kids, and that doesn't mean they can't be a good father. Expecting this absolute perfection from fathers, which has been the line, and that's why there's so many bad dads in Hollywood. Instead of, I don't know, maybe the kids realizing maybe they were just shitty kids. I was a shitty kid. But let's talk about One Piece real quick. It's going to be in what do you got right here? Yeah.
Yes.
I saw that. Theaters for the first 2 episodes. That's bold. Netflix is putting something in theaters, Chris.
Okay. I want to go on the AMC app and see if I can get tickets right now. Is it on? Are they on sale now? I'll check.
I'm not sure. It just says
I'm
March
gonna look
10th,
on the app.
participating theaters, AMC, Regal, Cineplex. I kind of want to see if it's on in theaters in my area too.
I'm looking right now. I will let you know.
I am looking too. Did you get your Project Hail Mary?
I got it. I'm seeing it a week early on the 13th or 14th.
Excellent.
Okay.
So are you seeing it early? I don't see.
Yeah,
the
I'm seeing on the
tickets
16th. So the Monday
Oh,
before it comes out.
I
It's in
don't see
Quebec.
them on sale. I can do a search.
Mine's in Quebec, so nothing in Ontario. So 200 theaters across 3 different countries. That's not a lot.
It just says coming soon, and you can get a reminder. I set the reminder. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. It's the fan experience. I found it on the app. They're not on sale yet.
Yeah.
So I set a reminder. There you go. But Project Hail Mary, I have tickets to see it twice. I'm seeing it in 70 millimeter and IMAX. So
That's cool.
Awesome.
I can't wait for
That's
that.
cool.
Everything, all the early like reaction. Well, of course, everything early reaction is great, but I believe it this time because it looks so good. And Ryan Gosling, I just started following him on Instagram. He made a weird kind of trolling comment.
What's
He
that?
said color in movies is back. Kind of a little dig. I don't know if you've seen this ongoing thread of like, how are movies so muddy and
Yeah,
dark?
yeah.
And he just said, hey, color in movies is back. Just a little acknowledgement that is a bizarre trend of downgrading color, making things look muddy. A lot of that is effects.
It's effects. It's hiding effects.
Special effects is
Yes.
hiding bad effects, which is why that 2014 Godzilla movie, like Gareth Edwards, I was so disappointed in that.
Oh, I know.
It was bad.
Great
But
trailer.
the whole movie, it's like raining or it's a cheap way to hide bad CG. So that's why
The Mexico effect, chat says. Well,
Mexico. Oh my God. Have you seen the footage coming out of Mexico? Insane.
of the cartels. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Fires and whatnot.
I hope it doesn't happen here in the United States.
Well, it might. You never know. But yeah, One Piece. But it's the same day it comes out on Netflix. So, but I think seeing it in the theater might be fun. It might be fun. But how far? How many episodes did Alan see of Starfleet Academy? Did he see the whole season?
No, he only saw the first 6.
The first 6.
Oh, so he's watching with us now.
So now he's watching.
Caught up. We both watch it just because we have to give our reaction. It's sort of it's like a funeral every time you watch it. It's
Lord. The fact that it was announced, I mean, we knew this, but they wrapped filming on season 2, and now we hear it might come out this year.
Yo, I heard you guys talk about that. Might come out. They want to dump it. I know someone who directed an episode. I know a friend of mine who's an indie filmmaker, known for years. He directed an episode from season 2, and I could tell you what he said privately. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you.
As the paycheck cashed?
Basically, yeah, just doing the job.
Just doing the job. I don't know. My mind says no, but my retirement account says yes.
Can't blame him. Work is work, and it is tough in California right now. It is tough.
Oh, yeah. There was that article. Where is it? There it is. Hang on.
You got it?
This one right here. Yeah, I'll share it.
Okay.
A slow motion.
Oh, yep.
A slow motion eulogy for the TV industry, right? Now in shorter supply, shows that involve real assets being built, real sets being built, fully staffed writers' rooms, series regulars, dozens of recurring and guest roles, and attention spent on production value. And they just have the end right here.
Yeah,
the mini
that's all
revival.
going away. That's all going away.
So the mini revival of TV pilot season this year has been an unexpected surprise and also bittersweet one. Yeah, for the reason it's brought back is horrible, to be honest with you. NBC has ordered 8 pilots in the past 2 months, more than double the number of pilots it picked last year, and more than the total of 7 across all broadcast networks During the 2025 development cycle, ABC and CBS have 2 pilots each, bringing the total to 12. But the wider lens is more bleak. In 2019, networks ordered 66 pilots, which at the time was the fewest in at least 7 years. Since then, for a number of factors, a switch to other development models in search of more efficiency, COVID and after effects in 2023 strikes among them, combined to push the number of network pilots down each year to a low of 5. In 2024, Fox and the CW have all but abandoned pilots in favor of script to series or straight to series pickups, which while other networks have leaned on those models along with development writers' rooms, which they kind of went after in the strike. So here we are. That's the amount of pilots in 2019. And here's your resurgence in 2026, Chris. You know why they're doing that is because they are not ordering things script to series anymore. Like there's 2 series, Chris, that you think would get automatic orders, the Buffy reboot and the X-Files reboot, but they're only getting pilots. And Ryan Coogler's name is attached to the X-Files, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is returning back to Buffy, but they're only getting pilots.
The X-Files thing could be so disappointing. I don't understand why. It's sort of a problem with the industry. Unless something, we showed a clip on Versus with Vince Vaughn talking about how everything has to be built on the backs of known IP. You can't make anything. And so Ryan Coogler could have very easily developed something original that is, let's say Black folks tracking down conspiracy theories and proving them to be real or not real, whatever. That could have been a good show called something else. The only way he can get that made is to call it X-Files. And Vince Vaughn in this clip is like, everything has to have an IP attached. The reason being the executives don't want to take a chance on something original because if it fails, they're at fault. If they choose an IP, what that means is, but I chose the IP. It didn't, like, we chose the IP, and it gives them an excuse. It's not their fault. They're not accountable for the failure, is what it is.
Yeah.
By putting on the backs of known IP. Because Coogler did Sinners, which was original, probably inspired by what Blade might have been, but whatever. Yeah. And he did that. He can do original. They're willing to fund anything built on the backs of known IP. I mean, I'd rather see that series be its own thing. Is David Duchovny going to be in it? Are they going to I don't want, it's very, cause I'm just very disappointed in that.
Yeah. I think I heard Gillian Anderson's going to be in it, but not David Duchovny. And the X-Files is Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny. Stop.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll stop. That's it.
But they really effed up when they made those movies, and the movies sucked. I mean, Fight the Future, that was terrible.
They did. And they also brought the series back in 2016 and 2018, something like that. And it didn't go over well.
Yeah.
So it's just past its time. Let it be.
Well, maybe I can share something that kind of relates to this. This is someone that kind of speaks for all of us. Why I quit watching movies and series. White guys are always the bad guys. Black guys are always.
Hang on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'll read. Why I quit watching movies and series. White guys are always the bad guys. Black guys are always the heroes. Women suddenly turn into Rambo. Dads are always the idiots. Moms run the show. Kids are being sexualized. Traditional values are mocked every time. Men are made to look weak and pathetic. Troons are shoehorned into every plot. And the gay character magically knows everything. Hollywood's just a propaganda machine now. Do yourself a favor and turn off your TV.
So a lot of people have done.
That is the exclamation point to everything. Like, that's that. It's I saw a movie recently that was kind of decent in the first half called Psycho Killer, a thriller, written by Andrew Kevin Walker, who did Seven, but the leads was a black actress, is black, female. I knew how it was going to end, and I was right. The thing is, it takes all surprise out of it, and the movie was terrible, by the way, by the end. But the first half is like, oh, I this is interesting. Serial killer, track him down. It was decent, and then it just got so predictable and boring and bad by the end. This is right here. That nails it.
Oh, and don't forget, they always black men are feminized too.
Yeah.
They put them in skirts. They always do this shit. And you're right. You remember
I got something for that,
the
too.
American Society of Magical Negroes. Now they have the American Society of Magical Gays. I mean, it's just the same thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen this, but you got to work this into one year. It's from Pink News.
Oh, Star Trek actor says he was scared to play first out gay Klingon in
Wait.
Moving Post.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. The first out gay Klingon. Does that mean there were other gay Klingons that we didn't know about?
Yeah.
I
Something we
mean,
need to know
Guess so.
about Chang or yeah.
I don't know.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Hold the fort.
Yeah. Well, I got more for you. I got more for you here.
Okay.
Since we're on talking Starfleet Academy and the decline of, well, everything. Here we go. The wharf that might have been.
Oh my God.
Okay, Bugle Daily. Bugle Daily 1 is on fire with these things. Make him look like he would fit in on Starfleet Academy. These are so good. It's a series. I got another one for you.
That looks like a drag queen.
Well, all of it looks like drag queen. I gotta say, like, I know gay people in real life. They're not all like this.
No.
But this one, look at this.
Oh God, the nose ring is my favorite part.
But Bugle Daily is on fire with these. So doing God's work here. That from this to this. I just don't see it. My God.
That's one way to get the sci-fi fans to watch a show.
Yeah. Well, Bugle Daily, I'm sure has more. I follow Bugle Daily. So here you go.
Oh my God.
Tomb Raider.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Love it.
But yeah, I just Starfleet. We should look. Have you seen the promo for the next episode?
I was looking at Trek Central and I didn't see the actual promo from them unless it's somewhere else.
I have
Gotta
it.
be out.
I'll bring it up.
Okay.
I'll bring it up. The new promo. Well, it's kind of a promo of the next episode, but also a promo of what's coming this season. Have you seen it, Gary?
No.
Oh, the one with the last 3 episodes. I saw that, but there wasn't one for like just the episode.
I can share it, but I don't know, man. Does Paramount go after you?
Oh, we can cut it out.
No.
I mean,
Okay,
they
well,
did,
here's
but we
the
won.
teaser.
We won.
You want to see this or
Sure.
okay? And your Tilly is in this, so yay!
It's time for you to stop telling the story.
Time sure. What?
Now this is a flex. Is that
Now
something they
this is
say
a
in the
flex?
Wait, what century? We know that like the 23rd century, the 24th. Where are they in the
32nd century?
32nd century.
Yeah.
I haven't heard them say that. All right. We should watch more of this.
Our job to prepare you for the unimaginable. That preparation begins now.
Captain.
Officer.
As we step away from our past and embrace our new chosen family. It is my honor to invite you, my comrades, into my home.
Oh,
My comrades?
Chosen family.
The fucking chosen family trope again.
Yeah.
And comrades. This sounds like some commie gobbledygook.
That's why I
Yeah.
said this is Kurtzman Trek. This is the thing he's been wanting to make.
Look at that. When they put comrades, he's making the googly eyes at Fishboy.
Do you think there'll be? Is there a love triangle?
Feels
Evolving?
like it,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, yes.
There was an article, the actor that played the Coyonian,
Kahunian. Yeah.
he said that they're trying to set up something there with the two of them. So
Wow. Subtle.
not surprised.
Should I continue?
Yes.
Comrades, into my home.
I do love me some passion, the intrigue, the
How are you this
Yeah.
wrapped? Jaden's Czech food stuff is very strong.
Seek, explore, boldly go where no one has gone before.
Do you trust me? Please trust me.
Let's give them a show.
I've been looking for home so long, and I think I finally found it. Starfleet. I didn't know life could be more than survival. That it can be an adventure.
Still waiting for that to happen.
What's weird is I kind of feel like there's an assumption on the writer's part and Kurtzman that all young people think like this.
Yes, it's a
And-
bunch of millennials and Gen Xers writing to what they think young people are.
Yes,
based on their 100% LA point of view.
Yes. That's my point. Look, I know people that are in the demographic that should like Starfleet Academy, and they don't think this way at all. They do not. And so they're pandering not only to a certain demo, but what they think that demo, what their values are. And I think it's much smaller than they realize. And by smaller, I mean LA, New York. It's like
Well, the fact
a
that
couple of cities.
nobody's watching this show, but it is getting to this day roasted in stand-up comedy.
Right.
Like it's everywhere. It's like hit the zeitgeist, and only people are talking about how much it sucks.
Yeah.
And Paramount, who's making a move for Netflix now, is gonna release the season 2. And this show alone is the reason they shouldn't be allowed to buy Warner Brothers. Period.
Well, what's worse, Susan Rice at Netflix and like what? I mean, isn't there a way to?
It's all bad.
Isn't
all
there
bad.
a way for Warner's to just painfully get rid of your money losers and slim down? Do a what Elon did with Twitter. Slim down. You have things that make money, and the things that don't, goodbye. Fire sale or cut them loose. Like, isn't there a way to save the company without a sale? Or it's just
I'm
greed
sure there
looking
is.
to cash out.
Yeah, I think they just want to cash out. I think they've built up the stock, tripled it at this point, and yeah, they're just going to cash out and go. And whatever happens to Hollywood happens. And Netflix is, looks very strong now, but nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
And look at all the other companies that have bought Warner Brothers. Time Warner, AT&T, where are they? So, yeah. And this is the other problem from that article, where creative jobs are now in California, Chris. New media is the only sector where employment has grown over the past 5 years compared to traditional Hollywood work categories. And you see everything sunk, right? And everything popped, during that streaming bubble, like everything did. But now it's leveled out. And the only place where an editor can get a job is pretty much new media and probably make pretty decent money if you have the wherewithal, and you don't have to go through all the gatekeepers of Hollywood.
They define new media as like YouTube, podcasts.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Now,
Not surprising.
editing jobs will probably dry up with AI for certain things, like just basic bitch editing, like a commercial or something like that. I think AI will take that. I think it's a while before it can edit like a human. You know, AI won't be able to edit something like A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, or certain people's videos, because it's really about timing and instinct on that stuff that it just doesn't pick up.
Yeah.
But it probably will eventually. Probably will eventually. Let's get to the people, because we got a shorter show thanks to Piers, which I don't know if that comes out today or tomorrow.
Well, X-Ray Girl and I did a podcast for about 50 minutes.
Oh, that's great.
And we'll post
Should've just gone live
for members only.
I have a video that we can just play while we read soups.
Is it a loop? Something we can loop? Yeah. Yeah, just keep that
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm good. Enrico Palazza for $4.99 says, Gary, you probably recall that John Davidson was the host of That's Incredible back in the early 80s, RRR playing in Regal Theaters on March 2nd.
Gary will finally see RRR. I can't wait.
Yeah, sure. Indie Shade for $5. Everyone in BAFTA Gate gains, not organic. Davidson is activist, cause charity, now has more attention than ever. Attacks bring even more awareness. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but he's also going to have to deal with freaking morons like coming after him where he lives and stuff. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. But I think more people will now watch the movie, and I think that the charity will gain some money off this. So that's good. Davidson claims history saying N-word, so why appear on live TV with blacks? BBC aired this cut, but edits out the outburst. Why? Doesn't pass sniff test.
I agree. This was the show. So I think many things can be true at once. And I think there are, you could, like Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan, caught off guard, not well briefed by the producers that something could happen. And the show did this on purpose. So I think there was, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to put the responsibility on BAFTA and the
That's
BBC,
tricky, though.
sure.
That's who's responsible.
Sure. But we're like I said on Piers, we're focusing on the N-word. He says a bunch of other stuff. Now, to your Indie Shade, to your argument, they edited the other stuff out. Yeah. And that is indeed shady. I think that is very shady.
Yeah, you're right.
Mr. Projo has become a new member. Hail. Thank you. Gary, which ep of Forbidden talks about Tartaria? The mud floods?
I was going to say, go to Nerdrotic Live and search Tartaria. It comes up right away.
It'll come up. Thank you. But we did discuss it.
Yes.
Quantum Sledgehammer for $19.99. Big. I bought the first season DVD box set of Fargate on eBay. Ooh, how much did that put you back? But all the discs were blank. Was this a known issue in the first editions? It actually was. It was one of with the controversial cover of Archmangus eating the red dolphin. Yeah, and you're never going to know what that's about now because the discs were blank. I watched, I swear, John Davidson movie. I can honestly say I loved it. F. Grace, she is a disgrace. Says Axel Foley for $5 Australian. She is, and it's a good movie. It's available in the UK now? I don't know what we just have our ways. We have our ways. GR will moan what?
Grace Randolph.
Grace Randolph. Okay. Grace Randolph will moan that the wheelchair guy didn't stand. Yes.
What a lack of respect.
I've turned 60 waiting for the stream. I'm running out of years. Thank you, NZ Greg. New Zealand Greg? No, I don't know. This is 2 of 2.
No, as of 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, sorry. Where was I? As of 2.5 weeks ago, there are no more Alamo draft house in the Houston area. It didn't have to be this way. No, it didn't.
Well,
but Sony bought them and shut them down.
Yeah, I'll just say, as someone who loves that theater, went to the original in Austin in the 90s, love seeing it grow and expand. There's some things they're doing that are bad, and they kind of deserve their failure. And at this point, also, I put something in the private chat, Gary. I don't want to extend the show, but it's relevant. This just came out. It's in the private chat.
Oh, it's the interview with the Variety about
John
Davidson.
Yeah. It's maybe something to save for Friday.
Yeah. Poor guy. There's a whole fucking scene in the movie, dude, where the woman who takes him in specifically tells him he does not need to apologize. Stop apologizing. You don't need to do this. It's not your fault. It's out of your control. And that's the first step of like just being okay with this. And you got to kind of not worry what other people think at this point, because it's beyond your control. Again, words only matter to individuals when they have intent, and being offended is a choice. Just is.
I'm listening, Gary. I'm just watching the Gina Carano.
Will Chris review the horror Bride of Charlie for Mark Lord?
I will. We have reviewed in the past all the Daily Wire movies that most critics ignore. I did see and review Candace Owens' BLM documentary, which I will report was terrible. It was a terrible doc. She makes herself look stupid in the documentary. So if Candace
is this
Owens,
Candace Owens?
Yeah,
thing?
Candace.
Oh.
Yeah, Candace Owens. Yeah. So Candace Owens did a documentary when she was working for the Daily Wire about exposing BLM. And the thing is this, BLM needs to be exposed for their financial practices, kind of shady dealings. The doc is terrible. It's not very good as compared to Matt Walsh's docs, which are smart and funny and
witty,
whatnot. Yeah. So I think she's batshit. I've come to that conclusion. I used to think, seeing clips of her, like, oh, she's making some good points, but she has gone off the rails down conspiracy land. But Film Threat will, if it comes out like in a way we can see it, we'll review it. Sorry, that's a long response.
Super Frandaman for €249 says, what's Nicholas Gore's take on the BAFTA slip up?
You talking to me?
You'll have to ask him.
Yeah, ask Nick Gore. He's in the chat often.
Where's Chris and his brothers?
Wig and
Nicholas Gore. B. Shane asks for
I don't know where they
$2.
are.
He's sneaky.
Nice B chain.
I understand Lower Decks had woke stuff, but I liked its humor and references. Okay.
Fair enough.
Gary, getting later and gayer by the day. Yes, Natram. Thank you for being a member for 5 months. No Beardo on FNT. Nope. Lost for Words has been a member for 55 months. Thank you. Damn. Ryan's deaf Uber driver for $20. I remember that. Congratulations on ratioing grace. Also, Ryan owes me a tip still. If you can remind him, I'll remind him, but he may not hear me. Grace Randolph's gay hitman, and it's Beardo for $10. You may have forwarded me this time, Gary, but next time, Yera 55 is mine. What is that supposed to say? Your ass is mine. Your ass is mine. It's all one word. I got it. Super chat filters are stupid. They are really stupid. Nicholas Gore for $5. I am pretty sure Grace is just super jealous and angry. I got a shout out and she didn't at the BAFTAs.
Hey, Nick. Is that looks like my face?
It is your face.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's funny.
So disgrace Rantard knows what the word is, therefore she thinks it. Yes, Snacks. According to her. How do you keep flapjacks warm?
Shut up. It's anyways, for my show on yesterday.
Okay. So it's some X-ray girl lore that I am unaware of.
Let's keep it unaware.
Okay. Fair enough. Mexi Rage for $10. Same. I usually never get mad at the dumb shit these idiots do, but this set me off because the one time these fucks can actually stand up for something, they don't. Fuck Grace and all her friends. Yep. They showed us who they are, and they continue to do that. When people tell you who they are, believe them. Stark Blick. Greetings from Poland. Today is my 27th birthday. Well, happy birthday. And with recent leftist shenanigans, I'm glad communists keep proving us right for being absolute retards. Polish currency is zloty. Zloty. I'm just going to say pesos. Is that okay with you? Polish pesos.
Polish pesos.
1999 Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo, hilarious Tourette's anus liquor.
What?
Anus liquor. Axonar channel just put it up an update. Why? Jackhammer, why for $5? I thought they were ceased and desisted into oblivion, yet they are talking about episodes 1 through 3. What's up? I have no idea. I lost interest in that a long time ago with their very litigious guy who runs that account and runs the fan movie that ended up getting them sued, and it reduced fan films to 15 minutes, I believe.
Yes.
And really just crushed it. And people loved making Star Trek. You know, it shows the health of a franchise when people are making fan films, Chris.
Yeah.
But now in
Axonar, someone has to make a documentary about Axonar and what happened.
Well, Alex,
it should be Rob.
Fucking sue you. That's the thing. Marmalin for $10. The best. You see, Google apologized for their Seymour.
Yeah.
Oh no, did they?
Yeah, they did.
In their articles trending on Google News, I about died laughing at this. Oh no, for real?
Yeah, Disbrew, I believe he retweeted it.
Oh my
if I can find it.
God.
Continue.
I
reading.
swear was great. But now, but how did no one recall the court scene where his black lawyer says he's called him every slur, yet knew he had no ill intent? Yep. Yep. Thank you, Thunder Bandit, for $4.99. Again, watch I Swear. Congrats on Davidson giving you a public shout out like that, Chris. Even if he flubbed it by using your middle and last name, don't get why everybody is so bent about it. Your show is Kino. Hail, Christopher Nicholas Gore.
Sure, that's my middle name.
Sure. Snacks for $5. What they're doing to John Davidson reminds me of what they did to Richard Jewell. Oh yeah, both did nothing wrong, yet the media put them both through hell. Yes, they did. Phil Mitchell's Fist for $10 says, "Hail! In my opinion, you're wrong. Shows should take 15-year break. Us who love originals will be dead, too old to care. Others will only remember the crap that we see now. Can Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, can they survive a decade hiatus? I don't know. I know they can't survive now. I mean, it's a good argument.
Right.
But I know they can't survive now. So
I think you could make that hiatus like 5 years because people's memories are so short.
yeah.
If Marvel took 5 years off after Endgame and just made X-Men movies, just forget those characters. They're like, for now, they're shelved. Just make X-Men and Fantastic Four, not this. It's just, what a huge mistake.
Yep. Makes you rage for 5. What makes it worse is that these people immediately think the worst and never think about the people they hurt and the lies they make up. Fuck Grace. Yeah. While she's out there going, other people are spreading toxicity, but this guy's clearly a racist. It's like, oh, fuck you. I missed you fucks. Couple things recently. Saw Gore's G4 doc. Fucking awesome. Yes, it is. You guys are the new G4. Sinners was overhyped. It's a mid movie hail. I think there's some argument there. This event brings together 2 of South Park's best episodes, Le Petit Tourette and With Apologies to Jesse Jackson. Oh yeah. I want to watch them both. We are watching a South Park episode play out. Yeah, and no parody could keep up with this. I'm trying to read this name. Rethuglican for $5. Reaction to this guy's disability is going to cause as much damage as body cams on police did to the image of a certain section of civilization. If you know, you know. Pepsi Man 666 for $2. Michael B. Jordan said it made his parents cry. I don't know. I didn't hear that. Kroom for 10 British pounds. Starfleet Academy must know what's been happening. Synopsis this week. A visiting instructor, Tilly, arrives at the academy and uses an unorthodox method to help our cadets process the emotions of recent trauma. That's the viewers. Credit to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. They handled it like pros. They're adults. I'm sure they didn't take it personally and realized it was an unfortunate circumstance. You would hope so, Notram. And since they haven't really said anything, like Jamie Foxx, fucking idiot. Yeah. Two-wheel dude. For $5. I work for a high school district, and here the students of all races and genders drop the word like it's absolutely nothing. If people only knew. I can imagine. Randolph Chrysler. I hate Kevin Feige. Thank you for the $1.99. Dragon Wise for $4.99. An individual asked me if I was a racist. I said, no more than you are. They laughed, and he and laughed head, and a friend was made. Mexi Rage for $2. A curse on her house and a curse on her allies. Fuck them, says Mexi Rage. Tony H85 for €5 says, I'm a 40-year-old white man from Germany. Guess what word people like me are constantly called? It also starts with an N. Can you hear us whining? No, but they will say
naggers.
I don't know. All I'll say is they'll say it's your white privilege, some sort of privilege. God, what was that word she used? It's caucastic. I forgot what it was, but it's a made-up gobbledygook term. You'll hear it on Piers. Ryan Crawford for $4.99. I have to watch, I swear, after hearing you say all this, Gary. What service did you watch it on? Fuck Grace. Clown school wouldn't accept her. I have my ways plus. There's no saving them or fixing them. To the box, says Mexi Rage. Psychotic Mongoose has gifted 1 Nerdrotic membership. Hail! Thank you. Zodlander for 50 Swedish krona. Check what Sweet Anita said about John Davidson's BAFTAs. By the way, she was a presenter at the BAFTA Game Awards in 2024. Would they react the same way if it's her?
Ooh,
What did she say?
I don't know. She has Tourette's too, and she says stuff about big boobies all the time.
I'm with that. No, not Sedona. Send them to Teos or Santa Fe. Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's a white girl place too. We'll save Arizona and we'll send them to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and they can all live with George R. R. Martin. Last time Grace said something retarded when Predator Badlands came out and Drinker called her out. Birdman just said she was kidding. Maybe they try to pull their excuse again. Also, get your asses to Steel City Con this year. Where is Steel City Con? Well, I'm guessing
I don't know. Where's
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's gotta be Pittsburgh.
John Gets Gaming. Thank you for 32, being a member for 32 months. UK, we're all being given Disney Plus for free now. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. With ads, I'm sure.
That's a punishment. Dragon Zord for 20 says, I'm especially disappointed at Jamie Foxx for his response to the Davidson situation. He famously had a sister with Down syndrome, and here he is judging someone based on their disability. I have lost so much respect for him. Well, maybe he could go complain to his buddy Madrero in prison when he goes and visits him. Grace Randolph is retarded. She is.
Randolph.
Got my Godfather Part 1 4K Steelbooks Excalibur on the way. I got to go pick up Excalibur right after this show. Cannot wait. 4K Excalibur, Chris.
Oh my God.
It's fucking going to be great. The Real Entertainment Technical Achievement and Recurring Development Awards owes Grace an honor by awarding her the Downey.
Oh my God.
It is the retard, by the way. There's your acronym there. The Downey. That's good. Aaron Sherman, been a member for 28 months. Glad I Swear is getting attention. Gary, I really want you to watch Waste Man, another great British movie. It's a prison movie and out in April in the US. I'll check it out. Fabulous book coming out soon, Gary. Galahad and the Grail by Malcolm Geit. Look it up. I will. Gavin has a secret weapon. His Aunt Nancy Pelosi.
Great stock tips from her.
Yep. Everybody follow her stock tips for sure. I have a buddy who used to live in San Francisco with his family when Gavin Newsom was mayor there. It was a shithole even back then. It was, because I was there. It was nicer, but there's still parts of it that have always sucked. It's always been kind of a dirty city compared to like San Diego. Now, San Franciscans would say, well, it's character. We have more character. We have more going on. We have more culture. Yeah, but it smells like piss.
That's gross.
And worse.
Most women will vote for Gavin just because he's good looking. My evidence is X-Ray Girl.
Hi.
X-Ray Girl's not running yet.
X-Ray Girl's not running yet. Abigor, been a member for 57 months. Hail. Michael Bay looks like he makes Michael Bay films. Paul Feig, is it Feige?
Feig.
Paul Feig. Looks like he makes Paul Feig films. He does. God, remember when Ghostbusters 2016 came out, Chris? A movie I haven't seen.
I was there in the theater opening night.
But that motherfucker was all over the press with his suits. And they were like, he likes to wear suits on set. And he's a very dapper man. And he was just like, his face was out front. He was like James Gunning. Like, this movie is about me. You know, and I think he had just done Bridesmaids. What's the hit movie he did right before it?
Bridesmaids.
Was it Bridesmaids? Yeah. So he was kind of the talk of the town, and this is going to be the new hot guy for comedy, and he's perfect for, and it just was all about Paul Feig. And what's the most impact Ghostbusters 2016 had on pop culture? What did it create?
I mean, it's sort of made evident that these female remakes of male-led franchises all suck. I can't think of one. Can you think of one? First of all, why bother? There's not one that's, I mean, it really exposed everything. Like that.
It also, yeah, I mean, that's a great point. It was like, wasn't the very first, but it was the first shot fired in the Androcide of Hollywood. It also created the anti-fan marketing. It perfected it. It was out there fan blaming marketing. It was the one that championed it and was out there blaming people for its criticism, its lack of success, and its poor quality was the fans' fault. The only nostalgic IP that worked was Cobra Kai. These others won't. I would also argue Ash versus Evil Dead, which a lot of people haven't watched, but Ash versus Evil Dead was very much done the same way as Cobra Kai, where you bring in you have Ash, right? And when we say showing respect to a legacy character, it's Ash. So he's kind of a lovable retard that we, but they bring in new characters that we like, that don't take away from Ash's story. They add to Ash's story. So Cobra Kai did the same thing. So those two shows are shining examples of having the old guard there, introducing new characters that you actually like and root for. And by the end of the series, you're just as invested in them as the legacy characters. And the legacy characters aren't forgotten. They're still very much a part of the story. Johnny Lawrence came out looking great, and he was everybody's favorite character. And I love Cobra Kai. Absolutely love it. And it's ridiculous. It's a fantasy by the end. Because if it was true, when Chris was driving through the valley, everybody would be fighting karate everywhere on the street corners. Instead of what they're doing now, Chris, which is jacking off naked over fentanyl zombies. I'd prefer karate myself. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather have karate. Like karate fights breaking out at the malls or at schools than fentanyl zombies jacking off over corpses.
Right.
I mean, am I off base on this one? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Sinners is sociology wrapped in horror. X-Files requires ontology.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're blind. Stop with your big words. I'm retarded too. X-Files requires ontological horror. What's ontological mean? Look it up real quick. There we go. And characters as a study in deontology versus consequentialism. Oh my God, I'm gonna have a stroke after this.
What'd you go to college or something?
Using high strangeness, Art Bell, all very different things. Blind, from the words I understood. You're absolutely right. I mentioned it yesterday. The X-Files reboot requires somebody who listened to Art Bell religiously. Full stop. No exceptions. No exceptions. You have to be like, not just, oh, I'm a fan. It's the problem we have discussed a lot, Chris. The people who are writing now, their only experiences through other TV shows. So they don't have any real lived worth. So you need somebody who's really in the UFOs, cryptids, ancient civilizations, like everything they covered on the X-Files, of course, but not just X-Files episodes. You need to go to Art Bell episodes. You need to read books. You need to read, oh my God, I got a list of books. I got a closet full of books that people should be reading. Read up on the Mothman, read up on the cycle of disasters, and God, I can't, they're all blank right now. Timothy Good wrote a bunch of great books. Richard Dolan. I mean, these are the kind of things you should be reading, right? To do an X-Files show, along with listening to Art Bell. But it can't be like, well, I'm just really into the X-Files. Sorry, Chris, go.
Your point yesterday, which is you can't just be influenced by previous shows. You have to go to the source of inspiration for those shows. Like when I was a kid watching In Search of with Leonard Nimoy, or going to the movie theater to see Chariots of the Gods and then reading the book.
Yeah.
Like all those, or listening to Art Bell, or like all the things that inspired the X-Files. Like that's the source. The problem is you've got the people inspired by the show. So it's like a copy of a copy of a copy.
Yes.
And then not only that, they'll say they do the research, but I just, the AIification of everything.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much, like like AI is being pushed in areas I don't want it. I don't want AI to help me with this. It's bad. It's clippy. It's effing clippy.
Well,
You
can tell it misses like the viewer can tell. Most viewers can tell when it misses that authenticity. So again, Richard Dolan, Timothy Good, Nick Pope, Velikovsky in the Cycle of Disasters. That's the name I was blanking on right there.
Yeah.
Graham Hancock, Randall Carlson. These are all, and I've been like, this has just been a hobby of mine, like all my life. So, and I don't know everything. Like we just do a show, and a lot of it's based on like just all the shit I did in my spare time, all the reading I did in my spare time. The Bermuda Triangle by Charles Berlitz.
Yes.
And yes, Chariots of the Gods, all the late great Eric Von Daniken, who just passed away, absolute legend. I watch every episode of Ancient Aliens. I watch every UFO doc that used to be on the History Channel. They used to have UFO docs like all the time on the History Channel. I watched every single fucking one. Right. Watch all the James Fox films, which are pretty good documentaries. Right. And George Knapp, the godfather of UFOs, Bob Lazar. Like these are all things you have to be deeply into to understand the X-Files, which was a procedural show. It was CSI, but with monsters and cannibal, inbred cannibals and all this stuff. And what made it charming was Mulder and Scully. Perfectly cast, great roles. So you have two characters you root for going through all these weird adventures. And some of the best X-Files episodes are not the lore ones. They're the ones that are outside of the lore.
Just contained episodes.
Yep.
And will they or won't they?
And not, what if the aliens were racist too?
Right.
Mm.
And it's hard not to think that, right? With Coogler, who's not as bad as, Jordan Peele, who made a Twilight Zone, which was, what if it was racism?
Yeah.
Every fucking episode. Remember, it was, I'm blanking on it now. Lovecraft Country? Love.
Yeah. It was that show.
So the whole attitude of instead, like, because we haven't really seen any properly adapted H.P. Lovecraft. And the reason is because Hollywood widely considers the guy a racist other than being of his time, right? Being a kind of a shut-in guy of his time. Wrote some of the greatest horror ever, created cosmic horror. And we don't have a Call of Cthulhu movie, like ever. But what they do is they do Lovecraft Country, and they're like, we're going to take his work and we're going to shove that racism right back in his dead face. It was so cringe. Instead of, like, I don't know, adapting his books and just realizing the guy lived over 100 years ago and died very early. Pen pal of Robert E. Howard, by the way, who died very early too. Gary, I have Tourette's. Why are you racist against me? So hail the fellowship. Listen, we'll joke about it. Like I said, like if I was there, I'd have laughed. I'm not gonna lie. If I heard any slur at an award show, I would laugh, and it would be fucking funny. Because these people take themselves so seriously.
Some of the best moments at award shows are the unscripted or the mistakes or when things screw up and people say, that's why they're live. Are you going to watch the actor awards on Netflix, Gary? They're not calling it the SAG Awards. They changed the name of the show to the Actor Awards. They're doing promos with Kristen Bell. it looks god awful. It looks terrible.
They need to call it the Film Actors Guild Awards, okay, and then I'll watch.
That would be great. Like, it's going to be bad. The promos for it are so bad on Netflix.
These unions are not long for this world. I think they will. I think it's 50-50, Chris, because a lot of people are like, no, I know you're talking to, did you talk to Jim or are you talking to Jim today?
Jim today. He's our big
Jim Agnew.
Yeah, Jim Agnew. Oh, he's got a book out, actually. You got to read his book.
Yeah, so maybe he will know more than I. Hail Jim Agnew. He's a great dude. Like, I think it's 50-50 that they do strike because this is the last opportunity to strike.
He has insight.
Oh, he does.
He's going to talk to him. Yeah, he's going to talk to him.
He really does.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care anymore.
No, he has no fucks to give. He's an independent film producer, so he knows all the ins and outs of like how you. Yeah. I don't know about guerrilla. I don't want to get him in trouble, like guerrilla shooting, which a lot of people do, but can't admit to. But like dealing with permits, dealing with unions, it all sounds like a fucking nightmare just to make a movie, just to do something fun. My God, Starfleet Academy was terrible. I told you, Michael Carpenter.
Mm-hmm.
And I've still got poor Garrett. Poor Garrett. Has Chris seen Ready or Not? Horror/comedy?
I have not. I know the sequel's coming out.
It looks good.
Yeah. I plan to.
Maybe they'll make an X-Files show aimed at Dave Smith / Candace fans, conspiracies, aliens, and weather lasers, but it's okay. It's just the Jews.
They should. I mean, there is a show that could be. I just don't think you have to call it the X-Files. Make something new.
Files.
Just make something else. Make it based on a podcaster. Or like, remember Kolchak? Kolchak was the big inspiration for X-Files. I watched Kolchak in first run in the 70s as a kid. It blew my mind. It was great. It was such a crazy show.
And they brought Darren McGavin in the show. They brought him in the show.
He was so good.
Dude's such a great actor.
He was so good.
But now we have the American History X-Files or the Malcolm X-Files or whatever we're going to get. Just leave it alone.
It's so late.
You cannot recapture. This isn't like Star Trek The Next Generation, right? Star Trek The Next Generation has Gene Roddenberry involved, and he probably shouldn't have been, but he was. And then Berman comes in. I used to criticize the shit out of Berman, Chris, for making Star Trek a little sterile. Now I look back, it's like I've already publicly apologized to him a lot of slights he never heard because I was with my friends just fucking talking long shit about him. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. We didn't know how good we had it. Yeah. I do think TNG. I do think they suffered from being a little sterile at times still. And I hated the idea of a prequel for Enterprise. Enterprise, like I hated it when it first came out. I fucking hated it. I was like, fuck this show. Then I went back and rewatched it. I'm like, it kind of finds its feet, in the later seasons and actually has some pretty good episodes. But the more I look at DS9, it's like, I think that might be my favorite. Starfleet Academy is actually good. I don't know. I know you don't like it, but the episode theme show was refreshing from a heavy action show. Star Trek has always been woke. By the way, let's discuss respectfully. I can absolutely discuss this respectfully. I disagree. I think the last episode, Star Trek is an adventure show. Let's stop with it's always been woke, because this isn't the first time I've heard this argument. I've been having this argument for 10 fucking years with Kurtzman Trek. So we can stop with that argument. The term woke wasn't being used in regular vernacular back now. And the term woke means, it's been co-opted properly to identify identity politics and DEI. But what it really meant was waking up to the man, right? Which we get. Has it been progressive or classically liberal? Absolutely. Gene Roddenberry was as classically liberal as it gets. But what it was at its heart was a space adventure, a space Western, a space adventure.
Mhm.
And the themes that I was seeing as a kid when I was watching it at 5, didn't understand, went completely over my head. I was there for the monsters and Spock and, spaceships. And then I watched it later and started understanding some of that stuff. And I don't think it is the domain of the classic liberal. This is a common misnomer. For example, there are people on this earth who are progressives who think being against genocide is just a progressive thing. That meaning the right is for genocide. Shut up. Meaning the right is for racism. And that's why they stopped calling people Nazis, Chris, and they start using the term fascism by saying that the right, or even centrist now, anybody who's not an uber progressive is a fascist, right? When that is not true. I think a lot of us just hate fascism and communism. We hate them both. And it's to deflect somebody's deep, there are a lot of communists who call themselves Democrats, and they won't admit it because they know how people react. Because they know, if you look back at the history of communism, it's killed more people than fascism, which both suck. And by the way, fascism comes from socialism. It does. It's a spawn of socialism. Again, I'm just a dummy who's been kicked out of 3 high schools. But these are things I know. I am a capitalist pig. That's what I am. I'm proud to be it. But if you want to say that it's always looked at stuff comparatively in the 60s, for example, when it was like taking like risks at that time with race and stuff, certainly at the time. But let's also remember who the racists were back in the 60s and 50s, Chris. What was the party of racism? It was the Democrat.
Well, let's see. Who started the Ku Klux Klan? I'm trying to remember. Who started that?
But if it was always woke, then why do Republicans like it, and Catholics like it, and Protestants like it, and atheists like it? It had mass appeal because it didn't talk down to the audience, and it told morality tales, allegorical tales that of morality, basic right and wrong, right? So that's how we respectfully have that discussion, is you're coming from it from a completely blinded specific political lens from one side, right? Which is often assumed a side that I'm on. It's the way it goes, though. I have no control over that. Zeitgeist Ruminator for 5 British pounds. Star Trek is no longer about exploring strange new worlds. It's about let's explore what we'd like to do to each other. Agreed.
Mhm.
Agreed. And also just about last episode on a quality level. And thank you, Kenneth. I appreciate your input. On a quality level, Chris, did you watch the last episode?
Yes.
So
I'm
would you
caught
say
up.
that was a well-written, well-structured character piece?
No. It was kind of.
Well,
It was just. I don't know what I'm supposed to like. Look, I'm all for. I actually like flawed characters.
Yes.
And we can see them grow. It's just. It just almost said. Oh, and here's what's awful. You know what? The special effects are very good.
Yeah, they put money into it. You could tell.
They put money into it. The sets are. I think the sets look dumb, but they look expensive.
Yeah,
So
the aesthetics are ugly, but they look expensive.
Yeah, everything about it looks. They spent money. It's, and I don't blame the actors. Right? They took a job, but wow, is it so poorly written? I don't know what I'm supposed. There's not anything memorable. We will sit here and quote a Star Trek episode made in the 60s is still relevant. In fact, Starfleet Academy knows this. They put a character which makes no sense. Half black, half white character on the show. He's on the show. It's from one episode made in the 60s that was a really powerful episode, among others from that era and among others from Next Gen. But I can't think what are people going to talk about this series decades from now. I don't believe they will.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I feel like, and also they're trying to make this for a certain demo. I think the original Trek and Next Gen, pretty much all the Trek series weren't made for any demo in particular. It was, I watched it as a kid. It wasn't made for me as a kid, but I got so much out of it. And I feel like by doing that, they're really pandering in many ways.
Yeah, but as far as agreed, and they made it for men. But
mostly.
As far as like just the actual story structure, forget the lore, forget everything else. There was no point to the episode. There was no through line. Genesis went in and risked her whole career, her future career, to hack the computer to hide the fact that she changed recommendation letters that mentioned that her only criticism is she feared she didn't belong. She was great anyway. She just feared she wasn't that great, which is going to set up her journey, which is, oh, you were great. That's not a journey.
No repercussions besides community service.
There's no growth.
When that came out, that was her reason for wanting to go through great lengths to get her application back, it was so profoundly stupid. It was the worst.
Yeah. And then Kyra abducted Fishboy early for a wedding that they had planned a few years out after he graduated because her mom got sick but got better now. And then by the end, when he's like, I'm not really into this, I don't want to do it now, I want to finish Starfleet, it became his fault. I don't want to start our wedding on a lie. Well, bitch, you broke the plan. So, it doesn't. And then let's not forget that they have singularity transportation, wormhole transportation, meaning you don't need spaceships. You could have saved everybody, including Johnny Spocksville last week. And I'm not even thinking past last week's episode. It probably would have had repercussions on past episodes as well. How are Universal Studios doing? Never hear of them in all this takeover stuff. I guess they're fine. Yeah, it is odd that they're out of it because they might have been the best suitor for Warner Brothers, but they don't have the money. The messages are a bit on the nose. That's the problem. Call it progressive or woke, but I am willing to give it a chance. Watching from Africa, by the way. Well, give it a chance. It's all good. Gary, every time he destroys a woke piece of media, I'm a bad widow boy. LOL. Hail the fellowship. I am a bad boy. Hail Gary and X-Ray Girl. Chris, all the Modrotics in chat. Nerdrotic and Film Threat helped me immensely during the workday. Shattered Dimensions. Thank you. Glad to be of service. Gary's simping for Gina. So, and you better make Fargate before I do and won't give you credit. That is a threat. Hail. Sam Masters. Better get on it. JD knew blacks would be there and he might say it. John Davidson knew blacks would be there and he might say it. And he also knew gay people would be there, and
Asian people,
and Asians, and and everything else.
Like, what is he supposed to do? Not go outside? Like,
he was invited, right? And this was supposed to be a great moment for people with Tourette's, showing acceptance. So this was an opportunity to show acceptance when he won the award. When Robert Armayo won the award for acting for this movie, this was an opportunity. Don't put this on. John Davidson is John Davidson. And you know what? He might have said, I don't want to do this. There's a part in the movie, Chris, where he's about to talk to Queen and he walks away. He's like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to embarrass her. And the woman taking care of him said, get your ass in there. Because this is bigger than you right now. And he walked in and said, fuck the Queen. And because she knew. Now, if you want to get mad at the BAFTAs, get mad at the BAFTAs. Get mad at the BBC. Don't get mad at him. Hey,
Demetrified.
I can read. No, I can't. Thank you for becoming a member. Aaron Pipes for $10. The Writers on Academy are writing like a military academy is identical to NYU or UCLA. Are they crazy? A military school is a military school. It is supposed to be authoritarian, not woke. Apparently it's not. And they have mentioned, to be fair, that like this is going to be the new federation.
Yeah.
And they're all going to get conquered and die.
Restructured, not so militarized.
Deacon Dane has been a member for 38 months. Hail. Thank you very much. Jamie Lee Curtis was supposed to be in One Piece season 2, but thank God it didn't work out. Yes. Everything she does today is woke ass, says 2 Penny Puppet.
I think woke is shit.
Woke as shit. Sorry. Thank you for keeping Gina on a loop, says a ball gag love song. You're welcome. John Davidson should take a note. I swear, part 2, materials writing itself. It is. Any more? X-Ray Girl.
Oh, yeah. I guess they didn't populate. Okay. Diggs for 5 says, hey guys, just asking your thoughts on One Piece trailer 2 and Mortal Kombat trailer 2. They actually look really good. I know the Mortal Kombat trailer just dropped during the stream, so we haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it. We're not going to have time.
Haven't seen it. Yeah.
We'll see.
It looked good. What I saw before looks good.
Yeah. Rick and Dr. Gordo have become a member on the radicalized level. Super Frandaman for €249 says, X-Ray, are you going to stream Resident Evil Requiem? And that's a yes. Zodlander for 50 SEKs. BAFTA could probably not edit out Davidson's N-bomb because it's illegal in the UK to censor disabled people on TV. Wow, UK does that?
Oh, is that true? That's
really?
But they did edit out a bunch of his comments, so yes.
Okay.
Coffee Sama for $4.99. Gary, as a fellow LOTR and Tolkien fan, I have an anime I can't recommend highly enough. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, available on Netflix.
I've heard that recommendation a lot.
Yes. Demetrified for €5. Greek here and mad salty about Chris Nolan's blackwashing his magnum flopus, The Odyssey. Was the Bat RoboCop armor not cringe enough? Got any news?
No news yet, but that movie will be controversial.
Yeah. Cannibal the Dragon for 5 says, Gary, you don't want Cregan Stark versus Aemon the Dragon Knight fight? Blackfire Rebellions, we need bastards fight over Shiera.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's go.
Vengeance for 5 British pounds. Ricky's joke about cheap cast costs for old IPs.
Not aware of it.
I hate Kevin Feige for $4.99 says Paul Feig, more like Paul I was advised not to finish this joke.
Yes.
The Wastelander for 2 says Gary got that Gavin SAT energy today.
Oh yeah, totally. I can't read.
Jesus Davila has gifted a Nerdrotic membership. Matthew Hammond on the radicalized level says AJ at the Y-Files should run X-Files.
Yep.
That'd be good. Mr. Saturn for 5 says, remember Harsh Realm from Chris Carter? In my opinion, it was a fairly prescient gem killed much too soon before it could really grow and build. Super Stubbs for 2 says, Chris, you hate Clippy? I don't know.
Yes, Clippy is AI. To me, Clippy is the thing in Microsoft Word that would come up and say, hey, I see you're writing a letter. Can I help?
Go away.
Clippy. AI is the Clippy of everything. It's annoying. So, yeah. By the way, I should be going, Gary, but real quick, is there any way everyone at FNT could take the SAT? And then
I've never taken an SAT.
Are you kidding me?
I've taken the SAT.
Them watch a TV show.
Just to see what the scores would be.
Take a test. They would
How long would that take? Like hours?
I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to
I didn't take the SAT when I was supposed to.
Yeah, but just to see who's higher than Gavin, which would be a lot of people.
Tell you what, you propose it to him.
Give him more homework.
But, dang, I gotta get going. I don't want to. I want
to. But go ahead, take off. We're almost done.
How much more? I got.
Oh, there's quite a few more, maybe 15 minutes. Yeah.
All right. I gotta run, Gary. I gotta get to my
Sure. Yeah, go.
But thanks. Great being here, hanging out with you. Watch Film Threat. Jim Agnew's gonna be on our show and on for an hour at least to do Q&A and answer all your questions and tell us what's up with the WGA. So cool. All right, thanks. See you next week.
Chris.
See you next week, brother.
Take care. Later. Bye.
Lebo and Trary for 5 Canadian. Ash versus Evil Dead was great. Shoot first, think never.
Yes.
Giving my 2 credits for 5. Sorry to ask again, but Gary, would you be open to watch the first 3 episodes of Fear and Beyond Journey's End? It's Japan's take on European fantasy.
Maybe someday. Yeah.
Yeah, someday. Latino Slant for 2 says, show the Slant and Dante some love, homies. Yes.
Hail.
Definitely follow them. Matthew Garrett for $9.99. Did you see on UFC Fight Night Friday, they aired a trailer in between fights for Star Trek Academy and only aired action scenes. No gays, no fatties, just action and Holly Hunter. They know it's trash.
Yes.
Venjin for 5 British pounds. Did Malcolm X know that the Saudis didn't ban slavery until 1962?
I don't know.
Mr. Saturn member message says it's still the party of racism. Dems never stopped being fixated on race and modern discourse. Like Gavin Newsom's idiocy is a perfect example.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Zazalak for 5 says Chris and Gary, the Detroit Metro accent for the whites is nasally prairie home companion does Valley Girl. Think Iggy Pop.
Okay.
Okay. Matthew Garrett for $4.99. Grateful for you guys. I used to love movie talk and Campia, schmoes, etc. Then realized they were all woke. Grateful for the based work. Cheers. Enoch Mamon for 5 says, fun fact, the super chat costs $4 more than the condom that Grace Randolph's dad should have used the night she was created. Ooh. That's harsh. Indie Shade for 2 US. Queen's story is exactly why caution is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
But she knew what he was going to be like, and he got awarded for more awareness of it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if they're just going to keep him out, then don't preach acceptance and empathy.
Exactly.
Okay. Fair enough. If you're going to keep him out, don't preach acceptance and empathy.
Yeah. John Wayne for 10 says 8.3 billion people on Earth, and only woke people are a very small percentage in the West. The woke is outnumbered by multiple billions of people. Woke entertainment is statistically for no one.
Mm-hmm.
True. DPG Baylor for $1.99. Look into the Backrooms movie by Kane Pixels. I'm excited for that because I love movie games. Zodlander for 3 says, in my opinion, people need to watch some older comedies to learn something about Tourette's, but modern comedy can't do these skits anymore. By the way, maybe UK TV broadcasters could lawfully censor or discriminate against disabled people. UK's Equality Act 2010. Well, you're not also supposed to say bad words on TV, so that should have been edited out.
Yeah.
Right. So,
yeah.
Donald Trump for 5 says the state of our fellowship is strong. We have great people who have totally obliterated the fake news shills. I look at these shill women and I could talk about looks or perhaps weight, but I better not. We'll just say they're not very smart and crazy. Okay. Matthew Hammond for 3 says, am I the only one who thinks For All Mankind feels like Caprica if there was an alt history that that's like Caprica takes way too long to get to the point? I don't know what I read.
I guess I didn't. Yeah, I stopped watching the show pretty early on.
Okay. Ryan Kennel for 10 says, you miss me, Gary? It's been a while, but I'm back now with even more powerful jokes. And just like the kids in the Shriner commercials, my joke never gets old. I don't know what I read. Ryan Kindle for another 10. I walked out of the store today and saw a car full of black teenagers lock their car doors as I walked towards them. I felt pretty badass until I realized it was my car. Jeremy Griggs for 10 says, I started taking stretching exercises so I'd be limber enough to blow myself. But so far, the closest I got to blowing was Beardo. Oh, God. Why did I have to read that? Ryan Kennel for 10 says Beardo's girlfriend has corn dog fingers. Ryan for another 10. I'm not saying Jeremy is a redneck, but he was conceived on a pontoon boat during a family reunion. Ryan Kennel for another 10 says tonight's show was a slap in the face to my dearly departed grandfather. This isn't what he helped start the Holocaust for. Hashtag miss you mein Großvater. What? And Ryan Kennel for another 10 says, I exclaimed, Diana, as my ex-girlfriend walked through the door. She said, but my name's Anna. I said, yeah, I know. My God. Jeremy Griggs for another 10 says, Gary, until you get on board with Sub-Zero is better than Scorpion, I really can't endorse you as a gamer. That's unacceptable.
Okay.
Okay. Buffalo Blue Bear has become a member on the radicalized level. Indie Shade for 2 says, JD wasn't going to McDonald's. He was at a TV event. Oh, John Davidson?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then WG for 20 says, nothing personal, Gary, but until you do the sensible thing. Oh, did I copy and pasted that wrong. My bad. Sorry, WG. You did do $20.
Yes, you Indie Shade. He was going to John Davidson was going to a TV event that he was invited to. And they probably discussed it in length before he went.
Yeah. It was just WG for 20. Thank you, WG.
And he, yeah. And he's also pretty well known in the UK.
Yeah. All right, and that's it.
All righty. Thanks to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat donation. You help keep the lights on. We'll be back next week. Look out for my peers thing. That'll be out soon. Anything you want to tell the fine folks?
Poor Choices tonight, tomorrow Gaming with Kara, and then Resident Evil Requiem on Friday during the day. I'll play as long as I can.
Awesome. All right. Go check out Film Threat. They'll be on soon. Take care, everyone. Thank you.